Okay, so I'm moving to New York City with no job at 37. When I say it aloud, it sounds either very brave or very unhinged. And honestly, I'm not sure which one it is yet. Maybe both, probably both. But I want to tell you the whole story. How I got here, why now, and what I'm actually walking into, because it's a lot. My allergies are just killing me. Oh my god, that's one of the reasons I need to get out of California. Seriously. To understand a little bit about why I'm doing this, I believe that I need to give a little bit of context about me, about who I am. I am originally from Brazil. I left Brazil 13 years ago and moved to the United States, left everything behind. Family, everything I knew. I came completely by myself because I wanted more for myself. I wanted a bigger life and I wouldn't get it there. Ever since I was a little kid, I had the dream of moving to the United States like many other people. And obviously LA, New York, all the movies and all that stuff always seems so glamorous. I didn't know what exactly that looked like. I just knew I needed to find out. And I think that's always been who I am. I've never been someone who can stay comfortable for too long. I get bored easily. I'm a little bit impulsive. Not in a restless, unhappy way. More like I have this thing inside of me that is always nudging me. Like, okay, what's next? What haven't you tried yet? My family will probably describe a little less poetically. More like, she can't sit still. So here's something. I actually lived in New York City before. I was 26 and I loved it. Best place in the world. I loved everything about it. The energy, the pace, that feeling that anything could happen in any given day. But the timing wasn't right. When I moved there, I had $100 in my pocket. I didn't know anyone. I still don't know anyone right now. Everybody who I knew moved away. But it was rough. It was really tough for me. I had to work 3-4 jobs and I couldn't save enough money to put down a deposit to move to a room or anything like that. So I ended up moving with some people I knew in New Jersey. It was only like 25-30 minutes away from New York City. It was a town called West New York, but that wasn't New York City. While I was staying in the New York City area for about 6-7 months before I moved to New Jersey, it didn't feel the same way living in Jersey. And I got a job in Jersey City, which meant that I stopped going to the city altogether sometimes. I would go 2-3 months without even stepping foot in Manhattan or even Brooklyn or anything. So I started feeling resentful. I felt resentful of New York City. Like, why couldn't things have been easier for me there? Why did New York City basically kick me out? So I left. I moved to California, to San Diego. And I always told myself it was temporary. I would go back to live in New York City, either like Manhattan or Brooklyn or Queens, it doesn't matter, but in New York. But time went by, I met my now husband, we got married, and we moved away for his job, and we moved back to California, and we never did. We never went to New York. Also, in the meantime, I started college. Even though I'm a lot older than most college students, I wanted to have a degree, which I didn't have it, and that kind of got me stuck in a location as well. But that feeling of wanting to go back to New York City always in the back of my head, like, you have to go back, you have to go back, you have to go back. New York is for you. It's like I had unfinished business with New York. I can't explain. I always had this feeling. I went back to visit a few times and that feeling always stuck with me. I have unfinished business with New York. We have things to handle. So fast forward to now, I'm 37 and in 5 weeks I'm graduating with a degree in computer science, which that's a story for another video because going back to school when you're older, it's a completely different ballgame. And now I'm ready to go to New York City. Nothing is going to stop me. And most people say, why don't you just stay in California? Why move to New York City? That's kind of a dumb move. But the truth is, there is nothing holding me here. There is nothing holding my husband and I here. The cost of living here is not any cheaper than living in a neighborhood in Queens, like where I want to live. Rent is actually a little more affordable there than it is here. Plus, we don't need 2 cars there. Where I live is very car-centric. And let's not talk about the gas prices. I'm not a person who gets attached to anything. So I'm not attached to a place. I'm not attached to a lot of people. I'm not attached to things. So for me, it's definitely the right move. It's not about being comfortable. It's more about challenging myself and looking for better opportunities, which I don't have it here. So it makes sense to us, because even if I don't get a job in my field right away, I can get another job. I am 37 years old with plenty of experience in a lot of different areas. I've been a nanny, I've been a bartender, I've been a waitress, I've been a dog sitter, I've been an admin assistant, you name it, I did. So I know I can find a job. Maybe not my dream job yet, but I'm pretty confident that I can figure something out. Because staying in California, it's not an option. There is nothing here for me or for my husband, but New York does. Now let me be very honest with you about what actually looks like. Because I know I'm sounding all confident, but I don't have anything figured out. I really don't. I don't have a job lined up. Even though I am applying, I've been applying. I do not have a job lined up yet. I have a few interviews here and there. Nothing that's stuck yet. And job searching in New York City is terrifying, but also feels right, if you know what I mean. I'm moving alone first. My husband is staying back for a few months to finish a few contracts with his work, and then he will join me in 4 or 5 months. Which means for a while it will be just me, a sublet, and the chaos of New York City. I'll probably be subletting a room or a super tiny studio, and when I mean tiny, it's New York tiny, so the size of a couch. And like I said, I don't have everything figured out. And I want to make this clear because I know when you put your life on the internet, you have this pressure that people think that you must have everything figured out before you share. And I wanted to post this video because I want to figure out with you. I want us to figure out together. And maybe I'm being stupid posting this. Maybe this is a really dumb decision, posting this video. It's not gonna change my mind if I'm gonna move or not, but I wanted to have you being part of it because that's going to change my content here. I want to share a little bit about my job search. I want to share a little bit about my apartment search, and I want you to be part of it. And that's the whole plan. But here's what I keep coming back to. I've always been someone who takes risks, and everything always worked out. All the risks I took paid off. Even if not in the way I expected, even if it happened in a way that I was not planning, they all worked out in some way. Even when people around me thought I was crazy. I left Brazil when I was 22. I started college when I was in my 30s. I've never once regretted choosing the harder, scarier, more alive version of my life over the safe one. And I don't think I'm going to regret this either. I think the only thing I would regret is not going. There's a saying that I actually posted the other day, and I read it once in a coaster. I don't even know where that came from. I've been taking this saying for my life, and it is, I would rather live a life of oh wells than a life of what ifs. So that's a little bit of what this channel is going to be moving forward. I'm still going to post my travel videos and my packing videos because that's who I am, that's part of me. But I want to document this whole thing. The move, the job search, figuring out a new city alone because I haven't lived there in a while. A new neighborhood. Did you hear that? I'm not even in the city, I'm in the suburbs. I wonder what's happening. Building something new from scratch in a place that I don't know anyone anymore. The good days and the hard days, making new friends, going to new places that weren't there before. The moments where it's all coming together, but also the moments where I'm overthinking and wondering why do I do that? The moments where it's all coming together and the moments where I'm sitting in a tiny sublet wondering what was I thinking? because it's going to happen. Because I think there's some value in watching someone figuring it out. I love watching videos of people figuring things out. Not someone who already made it, but someone who is in the middle of trying. And it's exciting to see that. And that's why I wanted to share. And if you're someone who has a big moving coming up, or a career change, or a job search, or a dream that you keep almost going after, I think you might want to be here for this. I just think. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, or how long the job search will be, or how long it'll take me to feel at home there, or whether I'll have moments where I wonder if I made a huge mistake. But I know I have to try. I know that much, because I'll never forgive myself for not trying New York one more time. So yeah, I am moving to New York and I want you to come with me. So if you're new here, join me, subscribe, because the next few months will be a lot and I'm going to document all of it. And if something in this video resonated with you, a move you're thinking about, a risk you keep almost taking, tell me in the comments. I really want to know, because if you're watching this, we probably have more in common than you think. I'll see you in the next one.